Welcome today. I'm so excited to have you here tonight to join me in this class. I'm very, very excited. I love to cook. When I married my husband 19 years ago, on Tuesday was my anniversary, I had no idea how to even fry an egg. I mean, I was bad. I never really took interest until recently when I got married. I started experimenting. I started watching cooking shows and just calling my mom all the time for recipes and how do you do this, how do you do that. But my mom, like the typical Mexican cook, she will say, oh, just add this and a little bit of that, and I'd be like, well, how many cups, how many teaspoons, how many this, and she was more of a just add this, add that. And so I started experimenting and cooking, and I don't want to brag, but I did get pretty good at it. I have 3 children now, and I've been married, as I said, for 19 years, and I cook every day for my family, and it's something that I really love to do. About a year or so ago, I started experimenting with essential oils. I found out that you can actually cook with essential oils, and so that's something that I started experimenting with, and just creating recipes or looking up at recipes and swapping things for like herbs or whatever for the essential oil. So the result has been a very, very savory dishes. So I've been really, really happy. So if you're joining us on Zoom, tell us where you're from. If you're joining us on Facebook, drop an emoji somewhere there and just tell us where you're from and what your favorite food is. If you're just joining us, welcome to our class. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can start with the presentation. So let's go ahead and you can mute yourself when you come in so we can get started with this. So let me go here. All right. So thank you for coming today. So why Young Living? Not all essential oils are created equally, actually. When you shop with Young Living, you will see great quality products backed by this quality here, or this guarantee, which is called Seed to Seal, and you won't find this anywhere else. You can't expect Young Living to provide only the best. It's plant material that is grown in corporately owned farms and carefully vetted partner farms, and you can visit anywhere. I live in Utah. There's one here in Mona, which is about maybe an hour and a half drive. It's beautiful. It's the Lavender farm. It's really, really nice to visit, and you can see everything, how everything is done. There's nothing hidden, and everything, and anywhere. We have farms all over the world, and you can visit any of those. They're open to the public, and you can go into the tours and things like that. So it's really, really nice. Also, when you go to the main offices here in Lehigh, which is about a 25-minute drive from where I am, there is, well, right now because of COVID, you cannot go inside because of the whole thing that is going on. But when you could go inside, they have the lab on your right-hand side, and everything is crystal. You can see through, so you can see the scientists working on the bottles and on the oil. So it's really nice to see how things are done and the purity of the oil. It is sustainable farming and sourcing practices, providing the purest oils. There's great care taken to persevere and protect natural resources. Hand-weeded fields and zero use of pesticides. They don't use any type of pesticide on the ground. That's why it's called Seed to Seal, because from the seed, from the ground, from that soil is taken care of. Oils that retain their natural constituents and therapeutic properties. And also they're used for food grade distilleries that with the state-of-the-art design and distillation methods. Low pressure and low temperature distillation without the use of solvents or synthetic methods or chemicals. It's only the best. These are the best oils I've ever had. And because we're gonna be talking about how to ingest it and everything, we're gonna be focusing on that area of these oils. So uses and safety. So essential oils can be used in 3 main ways, which is aromatic. You can use a diffuser. I have my diffuser right here. You can also inhale it from the bottle if you like. Topically, which means that you can apply directly to the skin, and internally. And for this purpose of this class, we're going to focus on internal usage. Remember the C2 seal stuff that I mentioned before. That's how you know you're getting safe, quality essential oils. Just remember these essential oils are pure, unadulterated, and potent, meaning they're very, very strong. For this reason, it is recommended to start slow, read the labels, and do your own research. And feel empowered to determine the comfort of level and of ingestion essential oils. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. Young Living makes it super easy and has an entire line of essential oils approved for ingestion, which is called the Vitality line. So if you see in the picture, I have there the white label, and that means that Vitality, and it does say Vitality. Now, I just want to say that the oil that you will see in a color label like this is the same oil that you will find in the white label like this. It's just because of FDA regulations, but it's the same quality oil. These oils have also been non-GMO project verified, so they're good. Cooking with oils is not complicated at all. But I can give you some tips, and I'm going to be giving you some recipes as well. Oils need to be stored in a cool, dry place. Oils often do well in the refrigerator. I usually keep them close to where I keep all my spices and things like that. That's where I have them. I don't refrigerate them, but you could. You can also put your cooking oils in a dedicated food grade dropper bottle to make measuring easier if you like. Use stainless, this is very, very important. Use stainless steel or glass prep mixing bowls. Oils and plastic do not mix well. So don't use plastic when you're using your essential oils. And this is true for everything. If you're gonna do any type of mix, if you're gonna use any type of essential oil, you always wanna use it with glass or stainless steel. Keep the bottle sealed tightly to persevere the quality of the shelf and the shelf life. But don't do it so tight that you cannot open it afterwards. You can add oils at the dish at the end of the cooking process, and this will extend the life of the oils by requiring fewer drops and achieve the same desired flavor. Let me just tell you, I'm Mexican, so I cook a lot of Mexican dishes, and I add, when I'm making, like, I don't know, albondiga soup, for example, or chicken soup, or something like some sort of soup. I usually add it as it's cooking, and the flavors there, it's very, very flavorful. It's amazing. So you can add it at the end, but I actually depending on what I'm making, but sometimes I add it during the cooking process, and it's just amazing. Have you ever tried cooking with essential oils? Tell us in the comments if you have, or if you're in Facebook, you can tell us in the comments there if you have ever tried, or if you ever knew you cook with essential oils. If you never used them before, let me just tell you what my favorite herbs and spices are. Cost and convenience. So this chart right here tells you, it's like a conversion chart of how much to use for each oil. Do you buy fresh or dry herbs or spices from the grocery store to cook with? Are they organic? Have you ever done the breakdown of how much that's actually costing you per dish? So in my case, if I buy the herbs, if I ever do, I buy them fresh. And then I use them for that one dish, and then that's it. And then I go back to it, and they're wilted, and I have to throw them out. And so I'm basically throwing out money. because I only used it for that one dish. So that's kind of bad. I'm throwing away money. So I usually don't buy fresh herbs because I know that I only use it for that specific dish, and then that's it. You know, I try not to do that. The thing is, I often hear, well, oils are way too expensive. And let's do some math here. Now, I'm not a math person. I'm not like into math or anything, but let's just do some math here, okay? Let me tell you, I need to get rid of this little box because then I can see what I'm doing. Oh, there. Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, there we are. Okay, let's do some math. So since Amazon is a household name, I picked a product that is called Frontier Co-op Organic Rosemary Leaf Fancy Made. I don't know what they mean by fancy made, but whatever. Let's just go with it, okay? So you can get a 0.85 ounce bottle for $4.69. It contains approximately 7 tablespoons of dried organic rosemary leaves, which ends up being about 67 cents per tablespoon. According to the conversion, now if you look down here, I don't know if you can see my mouse down here, but if you look down here, this is my rosemary essential oil. And if you look down here, you will see that 4 drops of the rosemary, you see this 4D, 4 drops of rosemary. It's in your left-hand side all the way in the bottom. You will see that it's equal to 1 tablespoon of rosemary. So an entire bottle of Rosemary Vitality has about 100 drops, and it costs only $7.75. So that equals to 8 cents per drop, a total of 32 cents per tablespoon worth of rosemary. So I'm not really, like I said at the beginning, I'm not into math. I don't like math. I've never had. I don't think math is great, but you have to know math, right? So then, you know, you see this, 32 cents is really less than 67 cents. That's more than 50% in savings, right? And so now when I was telling you about the fresh herbs and everything, you don't have to throw them out. You use the rosemary, you use the basil, and you know, I use basil, oregano, thyme, rosemary for my dishes, and I have it there, and it's fresh, and the flavor that it gives to my dishes is just amazing. I mean, it's just, you know, I can't even, I wish I can just, you know, give you a sample, but because of the class, I won't be making the dishes as I'm telling you, because we will be here all evening long. But the thing is, it really adds a lot of flavor with just 1 or 2 drops. So let's say we're making a dish and the recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of rosemary. You could run to the store or wait to be delivered for Amazon and then pay for the dry stuff. Or you could grab fresh rosemary, probably pay even more, and you can use what you need and then end up throwing the rest like I had because it turned brown. That happens to me more often than I care to tell you. The best and most affordable option is here, the essential oil, and it's great. It as I said, it gives a lot of flavor to your dish. I used it today, by the way. I used oregano today. I made some enchiladas, and I used oregano, and it was just amazing. So that adds a big win in my book. I don't know about you. Okay, no more math. I promise. I just wanted you to see the cost and convenience of this. So this is good into the last drop. Another savvy way to cook with oils and get the best bang for your buck is to infuse all the things: butter, salt, olive oil, water, pretty much anything that you can think of. For example, if you want to make flavor butter, which is great, like especially during like the holidays and you want to look fancy with your friends and you want to flavor this butter, you can add 1 drop of essential oil to 1 tablespoon of softened butter. And you can make like rosemary butter or basil butter or maybe thyme. I don't know. It's delicious. It's so good. How about flavor salt? You can grab an empty lemon, lime, basil, rosemary, or thyme essential oil bottle, and then add some Himalayan, good quality Himalayan salt, or maybe Celtic salt, and then let it sit for at least 24 hours, and there you go. You have flavor salt. Isn't that great? How about a flavor spray? Combine 1 tablespoon of extra virgin oil and 10 drops of your desired essential oil, and then filter water in a 2-ounce safe glass spray bottle. Shake really well, and you can use spray for food when, at the end of the cooking, or perfect for pasta, for example. It's great. Flavor kitchen oils, you can play around with this one. Grab like a 2-ounce safe dropper bottle, like glass, always glass, no plastic. And you can fill it with olive oil or avocado oil, your favorite oil that you like. I usually use avocado oil, and leave it in the room with for the essential oils to flare, to to get that flavor in there. And you can just cook with that. It's just amazing. How about flavor water? Now this is one of my favorites. I use in my water, because I don't like plain water, I use lemon or grapefruit essential oil, and it's just amazing. 1 drop in my whole, I have a bottle like this big, and 1 drop is just, it gives it a lot of flavor, and it's just amazing. How about this? Let me give you this, my first recipe right here. How about this citrus vinaigrette? So this is great for like a good salad. I've tried it. It's really nice. For this vinaigrette, you need 1/2 cup of olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic, very minced, 1 shallot minced. You can also use a little bit of onion. The last time I made this, I didn't have a shallot, so I used a little bit of onion, and it was great. 2 or 3 drops of lemon and lime vitality, 3 to 4 drops of tangerine vitality, and 1 or 2 tablespoons of sweetener. I like monk fruit with this, but you can use honey if you want. You can do salt and pepper to taste, and it's great with my salad. It's a great vinaigrette, and you use essential oils here. It gives it a lot of flavor, I promise. Because these oils are so potent, so strong, you will feel the flavor. I actually use in the lower, instead of like 3 drops, I use like 2, 3, because they're very strong. And so, remember I said at the very beginning, you do your own taste. So this is what it is. So this is a very, very good recipe to start with. Remember, you're the chef here, so you do it at your own, and, you play with it and taste it and see how it is. If you need a little bit more lemon, you can add more lemon, and things like that. So start at the low end, and then add more if you think that it needs more flavor. 4 senses of flavor. So one of the best things about cooking with oils is that they never go out of season. You could be in the dead of winter, and here in Utah we get cold winters, and still whip up a dish that tastes as fresh as spring. So let me show you some ways to do this. For example, you can add black pepper vitality to your scrambled eggs. You can add orange or thieves vitality to melted chocolate or drizzle over sliced fruit. You could add peppermint vitality to brownies of hot chocolate. Yum. You can add cinnamon bark or nutmeg vitality to pancake butter. If you saw in the post in my event in Facebook, I posted a recipe for an orange spice cake that I made yesterday, and I used cinnamon bark and nutmeg vitality. The best. It was so good. It's gone. It's all gone by now. It was really, really good. You can also add oregano or basil vitality to spaghetti sauce. I do this actually. When I make my spaghetti sauce, I use both oregano and basil, and it's amazing. You can use lemon vitality to marinate for chicken or fish. I do this too as well. Or dill vitality to your favorite potato salad. Cilantro vitality to your rice or Taco Tuesday. So here it is. Here, my son doesn't like cilantro. And so when I have a cilantro vitality, so I just add it in my own, like a guacamole. When I make my guacamole, I add lime vitality and I add cilantro to my portion. So good, so good. All right, so if you're here and you're an oily ninja, meaning that you've been with essential oils for a while, what's your favorite food to flavor with oils? Tell us in the comments, either on Facebook or here on Zoom. If you're a newbie and you have no idea, what are the most excited to try first? Tell us in the comments or in the in Facebook or here in Zoom. So let's talk about spring, right? Spring, Robin Williams said, spring is the nature's way of saying let's party. I like that. So what do you think of when you think of spring? My mind goes to sunshine, nice weather, fresh air, flowers blooming, beautiful, right? Lavender, essential oil as well. So let's get the party started. Let me get you some recipes for spring. So this is a smoothie that I love to make all the time. We love smoothies here. My son and I love smoothies, my oldest. And so this one is from the Lavender Life. The Lavender Life is a blog by Young Living. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It has really good recipes. And you need a tube of Ninja Nitro, which is a really good supplement, and I can talk to you about Nitro and Ninja in another class, which I'm going to do in August, so stay tuned for that. You also add 4 drops of orange or tangerine vitality, half a cup of coconut water. This is the only way I can drink my coconut water because I don't really like it by itself, but if I mix it with everything, it's amazing. You can also add strawberries and blueberries, half a cup of each. If they're organic, it's better, but if not, just wash them really good. We have a veggie wash, which is called Thieves Veggie Wash, and it really gets all the yuckiness out of the fruits without any of toxins or anything that you might think of. And then you also need an orange, some chia seeds, and cube ice. So you can combine all this in the blender, and you can add additional cocoa water if you need to. It's really refreshing. It's like a great pick-me-up during the day. You know, those afternoon slumps that you feel like, oh my gosh, this is like, I'm falling asleep. You don't want to take caffeine. You don't want to drink coffee. This is it. This will be your go-to. And it's packed with antioxidants. It's really good. I totally recommend it. Or you can even do it in the morning if you're into smoothies in the morning. I usually just do it in the afternoon when I need a pick-me-up. Here's another one that I can tell you. I couldn't. There's a lot of ingredients, so I'm gonna tell you about it. This is the lemon vegan cheesecakes, and you need for the crust. You need a cup of mixed nuts. I use walnuts, almonds, and cashews. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and 1 cup of dates. Dates, it's an amazing sweetener and it's natural. You need to add any more sugar. So I use it a lot for my dishes. So again, 1 cup of mixed nuts, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and 1 cup of dates. And then for the filling, you need 2 cups of raw cashews pre-soaked in water for about 4 hours so they're good and soft. And then you need actually half a cup of lemon juice. I used about 3 organic lemons, or you can do 3 to 4 drops of lemon vitality for added flavor. I use both because it's just that good. And then you add a quarter of a cup of pure maple syrup and a quarter of a cup of coconut oil that is melted. 4 to 6 drops. I usually do about 4 of lavender vitality, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. So what you want to do is you want to grease the muffin thin and with a nonstick spray or coconut oil, or if you have those, I have the nonstick muffin cups, which are really good because I don't have to grease them, and I don't have to put any more grease or any more oil. You can place a long strip of parchment in each mold for easy removal, whatever you like. In the blender, you're gonna put the dates, the nuts, the chia seeds in the food processor rather, until a rough, sticky texture is reached. And then you transfer the mixture into a muffin pan by the spoonful and press down firmly and evenly and set pan in the freezer. Now, before I go on, let me just tell you, I'm recording this class and it's on Facebook too. So if you're trying to jot everything down and you miss something, you can always go back and see it. So you can reference to that, so you don't have to like worry about writing everything down because I can see you if you need me to repeat anything because I'm sharing my screen. But anyway, so you transfer the mixture into a muffin pan by the spoonful and press down firmly and evenly and set that in the freezer. Then you blend all filling ingredients until smooth and creamy and liquid, and then add liquid if needed, like almond milk. If the mix is too thick, you can add a little bit of almond milk. Almond milk. You know which one, right? And then blend all filling ingredients until smooth and creamy. And then you remove the pan or the muffin pan from the freezer and add the filling to each crust, smoothing out to eliminate all the bubbles. So I usually just, like slam it on the counter so it kind of smooths it out. You can decorate if desired. You can use lavender before freezing or lemons or after freezing, things like that, whatever you like. And then freeze for at least about 5 hours. Gently put each cake using the parchment paper and enjoy when it's ready, and makes about 12 cakes. So this is really good. I mean, you don't have to bake it or anything. So it sounds really good. Another recipe that I'll share with you is the seasonal wellness lavender lemonade. And for this one, you need about 1¼ cups of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Then ½ cup of local honey, 1 drop of lavender and 2 drops of lemon vitality, and then 6½ or so cups of water divided. So you add the lemon to the pitcher, including the lemon pulp, and a small saucepan. What you want to do is that you want to combine the honey with the ½ cup of water in low heat until the honey is well combined with the water, creating like a syrup. Add the drop of the vitality and the lemon oil in the syrup, not to the water, but in the syrup. And then pour the syrup and the lemon juice and add about 6 cups of water and stir well. So that's really nice. And you can just add some ice. It tastes really, really good. I've done it before and it's just amazing. It's really refreshing. Yeah, you gotta try it for yourself. It's just really, really good. So let's talk about summer, savoring summer. We're in the middle of summer. Summer is like what? Barbecues, 4th of July, friends, and things like that. Summertime, Charles Baldwin says, summertime is always the best of what might be. I love summer. I really do. Summer is sunshine, outdoors, beaches, barbecues. My family and I love to go hiking. And that's something that we do during the summer. We go early in the morning on the weekends and just enjoy nature. It's just amazing, amazing. And it's also the time that we're all here at the house, and we try to, we do fun things to entertain ourselves, and we experiment with cooking and things like that. I really miss my grill. I moved from California 3 years ago, and I have not replaced my grill. And I love grilling too, but when I get my house next year, that's the first thing I'm gonna get, a grill, because I really miss doing grilling and things like that. I used to do that a lot. Speaking of grilling, here's my first recipe for you. It's a Mediterranean marinade. I did this not too long ago. I don't have a grill anymore, but I marinated my meat, and I just I broiled it in the oven. It was really, really good. I bought some really nice steak, and I did this Mediterranean marinade. So you need 3/4 cup of olive oil, a ½ cup of soy sauce. I use coconut aminos actually. You can then use 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar and 1 clove of garlic minced, 1 drop of oregano and 2 drops of lemon and 1 drop of black pepper vitality. Really yummy, really yummy. You can combine all these ingredients and then set the meat. Now, I marinated it like almost all afternoon. Like I put it like around 2 in the afternoon, and then I did it, or I cooked it at around 5-ish, I don't know. And the meat was so good. It had such flavor. My kids were like, "Mom, this is so good." I mean, I was like this. I was the superstar of that evening, okay? This is what you want, you guys. When you cook, you want your family to be like, "Whoa, this is delicious." And you're like super mom for cooking really good, right? And so that's what happened. So using this recipe was amazing, 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 amazing. I have another recipe for you, the spicy potato salad. Who likes potato salad? I love potato salad. But I usually, the one that I usually used to eat was not very healthy, and we had ingredients that were not that great. Well, I like this one because it's not only spicy, but it doesn't have like bad ingredients for you. So you need 6 medium-sized cold potatoes peeled. You need olive oil, 4 tablespoons of olive oil. You need 2 garlic cloves and minced. You also need 1 teaspoon rather of crushed red bell pepper flakes. I'm very careful with this because I can eat spicy, but it has to be like medium spicy. So I usually do like very little. The recipe also calls for 2 teaspoons, sorry, of ground turmeric, 2 drops of coriander vitality, 4 drops of lime vitality, 1 drop of black pepper vitality, 1 cup of dry woolberries. So dry woolberries is something that is sold by Young Living. Think of a goji berry. They're from India, so the woolberry is from China, so it's really, really good. If you don't have blueberries, you can do, which I did the last time. I didn't have the blueberry, so I did dry cranberries. So that was really good. 1 cup of fresh cilantro chopped and packed, 1 cup of fresh parsley chopped and packed, 1 cup of fresh dill chopped and packed, and also salt and pepper to taste. So you want to peel the potatoes and put them in boiling water and cook until soft. And then you drain the potatoes, you dry them and cube them. Then you heat in a cast iron skillet. Go ahead and put 2 drops of oil. Now, I usually don't use olive oil because olive oil doesn't do well in heat. At a certain point, it starts releasing radicals, which is bad for your body. So I would suggest to swap that for avocado oil, because avocado oil goes, I think, 500 degrees, which is great. And you don't want radicals in your body. If you don't know what radicals are, go ahead and do a search on that. It's like the opposite of antioxidants, and you don't want that. So anyway, you put your oil in the cast iron skillet, a medium heat. You stir in the garlic and the red pepper flakes, the dry blueberries or cranberries, and you cook this for about 2 minutes and add the turmeric to season it. And then toss in the potatoes, mix well to coat, add the cilantro and the parsley and the dill, and cook for additional about 4 minutes or so, and remove from the heat. Mix the 2 tablespoons now of the olive oil that is now cool, and with the coriander, the lime, the black pepper, vitality oils, and drizzle over the potato salad until fully mixed. Add salt and pepper to taste, and top with additional red pepper flakes if you like. If you like it really hot, I don't, but if you do, go for it. And serve at room temperature, warm or room temperature. It's really, really good. And it makes a great side dish for the perfect barbecue. It's a really good salad. I really liked it. The last time I made it, we all ate it. I did go easy on the red pepper flakes though. Ice cream. Who likes ice cream? I love ice cream. I do. I have a sweet tooth. What can I say? I'm not gonna deny it. This is a homemade blueberry ice cream. It's really yummy. You need 2 cups of frozen blueberries. You also need 1 cup of full fat coconut cream, 4 tablespoons of blue agave, which is sold in any store. I've seen them in Sprouts and also in Kroger. 4 drops of lavender vitality, and about 1/3 of a cup of coconut water. So the way you do this is you line a small casserole dish with wax or parchment paper, and then add the fluid in a food processor or in a blender or high-powered blender. You need to add your frozen blueberries, your coconut cream, lavender vitality, agave, and then mix it together until it becomes smooth. When the ingredients start blending, add the coconut water 1 tablespoon at a time, because you don't want to add too much water so the ice cream doesn't harden up. It becomes like really watery. So you just have to be careful not to add too much water, or too much liquid rather. And then pour the, when it becomes like a smooth mixture, then go ahead and put the ingredients in a prepared dish that I just told you, and then freeze for about 2 hours, and then you can scoop into bowls. It's amazing, amazing. And it doesn't have any of those, you know, like if you look at the labels in your ice cream, most likely, if you were like me before I was looking, most likely it has like high fructose syrup or corn syrup and things that you should not be eating. I should not be eating. So, you know, this is an amazing dish, and it makes a perfect dessert. Autumn bliss. Now we're in autumn. Autumn is beautiful here in Utah. You see the leaves changing into like orange and yellow. It's just beautiful, beautiful. The weather starts to change. It starts getting colder. The days are becoming shorter. School starts, you know, in autumn. So it's also a great season. And let's see, my quote for this one comes, it's unknown, and it says, autumn shows us how beautiful it is to let things go. That's my quote for autumn. And it's a great season too as well. Winter is fast approaching, but during those, here in Utah, during the time of fall, the weather is perfect. It's really nice. You need a light sweater in the evenings, and it's just perfect. For this one, I have a recipe for cinnamon apple chips. It makes a great snack, or even for the kids in school. If you pack them lunch, you can pack them some of these, and it makes a great snack, or even dessert after lunch. So what you need is very, very, very simple. You need 3 apples. I love Fuji apples, but you can use whatever apples you like. Have about 1/4 cup of honey and a drop of cinnamon bark vitality. The cinnamon bark vitality is really strong, and it's amazing. It gives it a lot of flavor. So what you want to do is preheat your oven at 225 degrees, and then clean your fruit, of course, and then use a mandolin or a knife to thinly slice the apples from top to bottom. In a small bowl, combine the honey and the cinnamon bark vitality really good until they mix well. And then lie 2 cookie sheets in parchment and place the apple slices on top, and then drizzle the honey like you see in the picture. Drizzle the honey mixture over the apple slices. Bake for about 90 minutes at the low temperature, and then remove from the oven and place the apple slices in a cooling rack. It's amazing. It's really simple, and it makes a great, great snack for your kids for school or after school when they come home, and the house is gonna smell so good. I'm telling you, you gotta try this. So my kids love protein bars, and they love, you know, like cereal bars and things like that. So I've learned how to make them for them, and I use this recipe for them. This is called the pumpkin spice protein bars. It's from the Lavender Life as well. The previous recipe I gave you from the cinnamon apple chips was also from the Lavender Life. I forgot to say that. Anyway, this one, it calls for 1 to 2 tablespoons of stevia. You can also use monk fruit, which is what I use. I don't really use stevia or truvia like it says there. I use monk fruit, which is like lakanto or something like that. It's really, I like it better, but you can use whatever you like. 4 ounces of sweetened applesauce. You also need 2 drops of cinnamon bark vitality, 1 drop of ginger vitality, 1 drop of clove vitality, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And you need about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 4 eggs, the egg whites, and then about 1 15-ounce can of raw pumpkin, and 2 cups of oat flour. Now, the oat flour, it can be oatmeal, and then you can put it in the food processor and it becomes a flour. That's what I do because I don't buy the oat flour by itself. I just buy regular oatmeal and I put it in the food processor and I make it into a flour. That's just really simple. You also need 2 scoops of pure protein, complete vanilla spice protein powder, which is sold by Young Living. I have the chocolate one and it tastes really good. I have to taste the vanilla spice, but I like the chocolate too. And then you also need, and it's optional, 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. Yum. You preheat your oven at 350, and then you grease a pan of 9 by 13 in a glass baking dish or non-stick spray or coconut oil, whatever you like. And then combine the sugar or the lakanto or the stevia or whatever you use, the applesauce, the cinnamon bark, the ginger, clove, vitality oils, the baking powder, the baking soda, the salt, and the vanilla, all of that, and mix it well. Then you add the flour and the all flour and the protein, and you mix it really, really well. You can, I use like a blend, like a, you know, mixer if you like, but don't over mix it like until it's well. And then spread the batter into to the baking dish and bake for 30 minutes. Allow to cool before you cut into 30 equal squares. So this is great for school because during the mid-morning, they like a snack, and I'd rather have them eat something that is wholesome and something that I made instead of buying at the store with ingredients that I might not approve of and lots of sugar and things like that. This is great. And so what I do, and this is something that I can tell you as a tip, it's on Sundays. I cook all these things for the week when they're in school. That way they can grab and go during the week. So it's easier. So I'm not in the kitchen like all the time. I just do it on Sunday, and then I pack it for them, and they're ready to go. Now this is for us, because as moms, we need our treat as well. So this is a latte, yum. Who likes lattes here? I do love lattes. It's really, really good. So you need 2 cups of half and half, and then also 14 ounces of sweetened condensed milk, and then 2/3 of a cup of pumpkin puree, and 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 tablespoon of pure maple syrup, and vanilla extract, about 2 teaspoons. And then you need essential oils of nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon bark, which is about 2 drops for each. So you mix all the ingredients until fully combined, and then you can add this to your coffee, to your black coffee, and stir. I drink a tea that is called Ticino, it has a very similar flavor to coffee, but I don't drink coffee, and I add this to my coffee, and it's so good. And you can store it in the refrigerator, and you can just, add it to your coffee or your tea if you do drink tea, and it's just amazing. You have to try these things because it's amazing. It gives it a great flavor. If you're in Facebook, in the comments area, tell me what's your favorite fall activity, or here in Zoom, tell me what's your favorite fall activity. The last season we have, of course, is the winter warm. So here we go. Here we are in winter again. And with the quote for this is from John Steinbeck, and he says, "What good is warmth of summer without the cold winter we give to sweetness?" Winter is great. We celebrate Christmas, the holidays, New Year. We're together. We eat yummy food. Trying to be together all the time. I think Christmas is one of my favorite holidays because that's when the family is together, and that's when we just eat just great food. I know I'm into food. What can I say? I love food. My mom is a great cook, and she makes these Mexican dishes for Christmas, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. And I have some recipes to share with you. The first one is French toast with apple cranberry sauce, and this is from the recipes with essential oils. So for this dish, it will make a great Christmas morning breakfast, right? I mean, that Christmas morning, I usually treat my family to a special breakfast, and this is it. It's really good. The apple cranberry sauce makes it delicious. So what you need is 1 cup of dried cranberries, half a cup of juice. I usually use apple because that's what I have on hand all the time, but you can use grape or even orange juice. 1 cup of berry preserves. I make my own berry preserves. It's very, very easy. You just buy your berries, like any berries you like. I usually get like blueberries and strawberries. Just boil them together with a little bit of monk fruit until they come, you know, like they boil well, and then you smash them, and there you have it. But you can get them at the store. Berry preserves. You can then also calls for 1 large Granny Smith apple chopped, 4 drops of orange vitality divided, 3 drops of cinnamon bark vitality, and 3 eggs, and then 3/4 of a cup of milk, 1/2 a cup of melted butter, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 drop of nutmeg vitality, 1 drop of clove vitality, 1 drop of ginger vitality, and 8 large slices of bread, or 12 slices regular, you know, how you want it. So you can combine the strawberries, the juice, the preserves, and the apples in a small saucepan and bring it to simmer in a low heat. Remove from heat and add the 2 drops of orange vitality and 1 drop of cinnamon vitality. Stir very well and just set aside. Then go ahead and heat the griddle that you're gonna cook your French toast in. And then combine the eggs, the milk, and the butter, vanilla, and also the vitality oils of nutmeg, clove, ginger, and also add the 2 drops of cinnamon and orange vitality that you did in a shallot dish, and stir really well. And so you're gonna dip each bread slice into the egg mixture, allow the excess to drip before setting in the griddle. You cook it, and then you spoon the apple mixture on top of and serve immediately. It's just an amazing, it's a treat. It's really a treat. It's really good. You gotta try it maybe for Christmas. You can also make hot mousse, dark chocolate cinnamon mousse. It's another recipe from recipes from essential oils, and it also uses essential oils for this one. It's really good. I can't wait to try this one. This one I have not tried yet, but I will, because it sounds really amazing. So for this one, you need 3 large avocados, peeled and pitted, which is probably something that you need to try now, because during winter, not hearing you, the other avocados are not available. So maybe I should try it now. Anyway, you need 3 large avocados, peeled and pitted. You need 1.5 cups of raw unsweetened cocoa powder, 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup, 1/2 cup of raw agave, 15 ounces of kind of coconut cream, refrigerated overnight, 1/2 cup of vanilla powder, and you can use either 4 drops of cinnamon bark vitality or 8 drops of orange vitality, whichever you like. 1 pinch of finely grounded pink Himalayan salt. And then to make this, you're gonna place the avocados in the food processor and puree them until smooth. Then you add the cocoa powder, maple syrup, agave syrup, vanilla powder, cinnamon bark vitality or orange vitality, whichever you chose, and salt, and mix until all is smooth. In a separate bowl, you whip the coconut cream until fluffy, and then gently fold in the chocolate mixture to whipped cream until it all is combined without losing the fluffiness of the whipped cream. And then you can serve immediately or refrigerate until ready to serve. This sounds really yummy. I think I'm gonna try it very soon. I'll let you know. I haven't tried this one. And the last recipe I'm gonna share with you is the hot-made hot cocoa, because Christmas is no Christmas without hot cocoa, right? Hot cocoa is our favorite here. We love hot cocoa. My kids ask me for hot cocoa all the time. And this is one of the recipes that I go to. So you need 4 cups of unsweetened almond milk. You can also use coconut milk if you like. I like almond milk, or there's a milk combination with almond milk and coconut, which you can use, whatever you like. 8 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, 4 tablespoons of honey, plus 1 more to taste, and 4 drops of each: lavender, peppermint, orange, or, I'm sorry, not each, but or, cinnamon vitality. So the last time I tried it with lavender, it was really yummy. My kids did not dig it a lot. And then, but cinnamon vitality, they loved it. So I haven't tried it with peppermint or orange, but I can tell you I loved it with lavender, and my kids loved it with cinnamon bark vitality. So you get to choose. As I said before, you're the chef, you need to choose, you get to choose. So what you do is you're gonna heat the milk in a saucepan at a medium heat, and then you add the coconut, the cocoa powder, the vanilla, and the honey, and you whisk it really good until it's very smooth. When it's warm, remove from the heat and stir in the essential oils of your choice. Serve hot and enjoy. It's really yummy. I really like it. Last time I made it, I made like a little jar, and we were all serving, and we were like, oh, seconds, you know, it's so good. It's so good. Why don't you indulge yourself? So who's hungry now? I know I've shared recipes, and I know I went it really fast. I wish I would have been able to make these recipes with you, but as you can see, there were quite a few recipes that I couldn't, you know, be in my kitchen and doing them because we will be here all evening long, and I didn't want to take that much of your time. If you're interested in any of these recipes that you want me to give them to you, I can. You can just let me know, send me a message and say, oh, you know what, I didn't catch the recipe for whatever, and I'd be very happy to send it to you via that, so you can have the recipe and try it out. But you can grab these vitality oils and head to your kitchen and, you know, and get cooking. You can even get your membership with Young Living, and you can get hooked as a chef. I'm telling you, it's the best experience. So when you become a member, when you get your kit, like you see here, you then get access to any of these products for 24% off retail, and access to the Essential Reward Program, which is the best monthly subscription box I've ever seen. Teresa says, I will try all of them. Thank you for your time. Sure, yes, try them all. It's really good. I mean, there's recipes that I'm still trying, and it's amazing. You can just grab this. This is our most popular kit that we have here. It comes with 12 oils, a diffuser, the Ninja Red that you see there, and it comes with other freebies. It's amazing. This one sells for $165. I have 2 specials going on, and you can choose from. You can either get me to refund the taxes and the shipping, which you only then end up paying $165. So when you make an order, you will then send me a screenshot of the order telling me how much you paid for taxes and shipping, and I will reimburse that to you, either Venmo or PayPal. Or you can choose a free gift that I will send to you after you order, and that's about $25 worth of gift that I put together. I put together a little kit for you, so it's really nice. Whatever you like, it's up to you. Another option, though, is getting the basic kit. Now, the basic kit, come on. Here we go. The basic kit is $35. It comes with 2 packages of Ninja Red, with a hand sanitizer, a stress away essential oil, and the thieves. Now this one gets you into the membership, and then you can get your vitality oils, and you can start cooking right away. Isn't that great? I mean, you can start with this one, and then a lot of clients of mine, what they do is they purchase the basic kit, and then they start building their bundles, which is great because it gives you access to everything. All you gotta do is have that membership. You don't want to pay retail price. You want to get the membership price, right? There's no fee or extra fee for the membership. All you got to do is do this, the basic kit. Why don't reward yourself? Now, I was talking to you briefly about Essential Rewards, right? Essential Rewards is an amazing program, guys. I am very happy with it. I'm so glad I'm doing it. It's just, you know, it's a great way to start getting your oils, to start ditching and switching for natural things and for natural solutions. It's a great solution. And so what this is a monthly order that you do with your own things that you want to choose. Like, for example, if you choose your basic kit for $35, and then in your box you can choose vitality oils. You can start with, you know, your oregano and your basil, perhaps, or rosemary. You know, the vitality oils are not very expensive, and you can start building your vitality and switching to, you know, instead of getting the herbs, you can start getting this and you get more for your money. You can also take advantage of other products. We have cleaning products, we have beauty products, we have makeup, we have hair products, we have kids products, we have men products, we have hygiene products like toothpaste and things like that. We have laundry soap, we have cleaning products. I mean, you name it, we have products for your pets as well. I mean, really, it is a great deal. We have supplements and vitamins and things like that that you can take, and you can start doing it. Now, the Essential Reward Program, you choose what you get in there, and then you can choose even when to process it. So let's say you want to process it on the month of August for the 15 per se, but September comes along and you say, no, the 15 doesn't work for me, but I'm going to process it on the 25th and the 21st. Great, you can change that. You are in control of what is in your box and when you want to process it. Now, here's the best thing. You earn points back. So month 1 to month 3, you earn 10% back. It's amazing because those points equal to free products. I just exchanged $100 worth of free products 2 weeks ago. I kid you not. I had $100 worth of free stuff. Can you imagine what can you do with $100 worth of free stuff in Young Living? That is amazing. I don't know about you, but I love, love, love free products. On top of that, they give you free loyalty gifts along the first year, and then every year after that. It's just, it's really great, and you can start your own like that. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was really good to see people in Facebook Live as well, and then here in Zoom. Thank you very much. You are the chef now, and you want to try these recipes. This is an amazing way to start. So if you want to start today, I can help you. We can chat a little more. Send me a message, or make a comment here in this, and we can get you started. And we can do this. I do have a group going on here in my page, Simply Refreshing Life. I have 2 groups, one in English and one in Spanish. If you speak English better, you can join the English. We talk a lot about self-care and healthy living and healthy recipes. So I invite you to join me on that group if you want. It's free, and we offer a lot of that. We are preparing for the month of August. We have great things going on. I usually like to do challenges for everybody, like to get us active and to get us going. I do have the Spanish group, which is the same thing. It's just, in Spanish, if you prefer to do that. Also, I have a free newsletter that if you want to join for that, let me know and I can get you. All I need is your email, so I can get you in that free newsletter with more information. If you like anything else or like to order, please let me know. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can go back and then stop recording our class. So give me a second. All right. Does anybody have any questions?